What's going on, guys? It's Silver Seeker, and today we're going to do a quick video about how to buy circulated silver dollars and constitutional silver. So right now we have in front of us a AU 1896 Morgan silver dollar and an uncirculated 1923 peace dollar. The reason we have both of these out, guys, is we are going to look at the weights of these, and then what we're going to do is look at some very circulated coins to see how much silver your coins actually lose if they are heavily circulated. I know a lot of people like to buy 90% silver, and a lot of that stuff is heavily circulated, and so I figured I would do it with silver dollars just so you can get an example. We have the red book out for a very specific reason. We're just going to look at the exact weight, which is 26.73 grams. Now, that is very common knowledge for the majority of coin collectors, but I wanted to share that with you just so you can see what we're looking at. And then you can see the net weight right here of 0.77344 ounces of silver. That's if you were to melt it down, take out the silver. That's how much silver you should have for an uncirculated piece. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to get our scale out here, and I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit really quick so you can see the numbers a little bit better. And there we go. So I have our scale out. I had to adjust the camera just a little bit at an angle so you could see these numbers very clearly. So again, 26.73 grams. We're going to start with our peace dollar, put it on the teared out scale here, and it's 26.8. So 26.73, the scale is rounding it up to 26.8. We'll look at the AU 1896 Morgan, and as you can see, also 26.8. So it is rounding up both of these. So in other words, the very little wear on this Morgan silver dollar, and it is very minuscule, has not made a difference at all. But that's not what we're looking at, guys. So what I have here with me is some of the most circulated dollars I own. This is a full roll of Culls, and what a Cull is a very heavily circulated silver dollar or silver coin that no longer has any numismatic value whatsoever. It is just worth its weight in silver. And as you can see, this 1891 here on top of the roll is long gone, as is this peace dollar, which you cannot even read the date. You know, we have a whole, in fact, if we want to look, we'll just go quickly through these. These are some of, and look at this, JSJJ, someone even stamped initials into it. These are some of the worst silver dollars I own, and I pulled out all of these so we could do this video. Take a look at this one. These are pretty incredible. They are long gone. Take a look. I mean, holy smokes. Some of these things, I mean, you can't even read the dates on, and that's tough for a silver dollar. This isn't like a Buffalo nickel where the date reads off easily. And additionally, you can't nicodate these things like you can Buffalo nickels. So if that date's gone, that date's gone for the most part. As you can see, we got a 1922 peace dollar there. Look at this 1880 silver dollar, 1924 peace dollar, 1901 Morgan dollar. I mean, these, you know, these are long gone. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go ahead and, you know, again, I mean, you can tell that this is a 1922, kind of. All right, so what we're going to do, guys, is with the camera still in the position for the scale, we're going to get the scale out, and we're going to take this silver dollar right here, we're going to put it on the scale, we're going to let it balance out, and then we're going to press the tare button. And what the tare button does is zeroes it out with everything that's currently on the scale. So if we remove it, you should see we should go to minus 26.8, which is exactly what we have. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and grab, just to show you a few different examples, and we'll start off with something a little bit stronger here. Of course, again, I grabbed my absolute worst examples, but let's go ahead and grab this one right here. So this one right here still has a little bit of meat to it. Let's go ahead and put it on. So let's see how many grams we have lost. So as you can see, this one is 1.4 grams light. Now remember, these are 90% silver. So if you subtract 10% from this, you have about 1.2 grams of silver that is missing from that. So let's go a little bit lighter. This one right here. This one is, that thing is gone. That's your 18. There you go, 1891. Take a look. All right, here we go. This one is minus 1.7, 1.8 grams. So this one's missing 1.8 grams of 90% silver, or in other words, probably about 1.6 grams of silver. This peace dollar right here, take a look at that. That is very much gone. So what does that equate to, guys? So a lot of you are probably wondering, you know, with the amount of silver that's lost, how do you buy things like this? And that's very simple. Whenever I'm buying Culls, of course, I'm always looking for silver deals. And whenever I'm buying Culls like these silver dollars right here, what I like to do is I try and buy them by weight. We've actually had, you know, the buy weight discussion in previous videos, and we'll get this out of the way. So how do you buy by weight? Well, we'll start with this 1923 peace dollar here. So as you know, this has, you know, exactly 26.73 or 26.8 if you round it up grams of silver, 90% silver. So let's grab a calculator. We're going to do some math and you'll be able to see the difference here. Okay, so we have a calculator up. So right now silver is sitting at 2350. So if we just take 2350 and then multiply it by 0.9, you can see that 90% silver is going for $21.15 an ounce. So we have 26.73 grams. So we'll go ahead and divide this by 31.1. So it's around 68 cents per gram for 90% silver. And then we're going to multiply this by 26.73. Or in other words, your peace dollar, you know, in full uncirculated condition is melting for $18.17. But what about these? So let's go ahead and get back to this one right here. That one, you know, you can barely read the date. You know, it's 1891. So it is in 1891. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get this on the scale. I just set the grams. So this one right here weighs 24.6 grams. So we're going to do the same math. 23.5 times 0.9. Then we're going to divide that by 31.1 to get 68 cents per gram. But now we only have 24.6 grams. So as you can see, this one now melts for 16.72. If you subtract that from the 18, I believe it was 17. I might be a little bit off, I forget. You have a difference of $1.44. So this one right here is $1.44 worth of silver lighter than an uncirculated piece. So like this entire roll right here, you know, what I would do with something like this is I would want to buy it, but I would want to buy it for melt or maybe a little bit less if the dealer really wants to get rid of it. So, you know, we have 506.2 grams of silver. So, you know, same math, 23.5 times 0.9 divided by 31.1, and then we can multiply it by 506.2 grams for a total of $344. Now, if we compare that same thing to 20, you know, fully uncirculated coins, you can see it's $363. So that is a difference of 344 minus 363. So that's a difference of about $20. So that is what we're talking about, guys. That is what we mean, you know, when we say buying by weight. When there's a call, when it's a silver dollar that is so worn that it's only worth its weight in silver, stuff like this, you don't really want to pay a premium on because you're never going to get a premium out of it. You know, it's 90% silver. It's ugly. You're quite literally at this point just buying the metal and nothing else. So whatever you're buying, Cull silver dollars, do your best to try and get those at melt. Of course, for, you know, stuff like this, even though 23 peace dollars are very, very common, you know, something like this, you are going to pay a little bit of a premium on for sure over its silver value because there is a numismatic value in this coin. And of course, when we're talking about this, keep in mind that there is a very big difference between common date silver dollars and key date silver dollars. So for example, you know, this 1901 right here, if this was a 1903S, that would absolutely be worth a lot more than just melt. In fact, even in this grade, an 03S like that would be probably about $1,000. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me in this video, guys. I hope that you learned a little bit watching. And if you did, do me a favor, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Hey guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching the video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did and you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell notifications so you don't miss my future updates. I also want to say thank you to all of my channel members scrolling on the right hand side of the screen for making videos like this possible. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day.